Hello everyone. Today I want to discuss a fascinating topic, art in the age of AI, benefit and ethical dilemmas. To kick things off, let's look at some images that might look familiar. They resemble works produced by Studio Ghibli. These are recent popular AI-generated images inspired by that style. Aren't they stunning? I'm an undergraduate student studying art and art education. Today, I'll share my experiences using AI for image generation and explore how this technology influences visual arts education, along with some of the challenges it presents. So, what is AI image generation or an art generator? In simple terms, it's using artificial intelligence to create artwork through algorithms. This technology can mimic various styles and produce images. This year, I had my block practice at a secondary school, taught visual art, and designed a unit for students to create a food spirit that combines food and animal characteristics, aimed at teaching students about surrealism. In each unit design, I typically need a variety of simple works for student references. However, in this block practice, I don't have much time to create all of them myself. That's why I decided to simply use the POE official bot to generate some simple reference images. Now I'll demonstrate how to use this tool. With clear instructions, I can generate a complete image. If the result doesn't match my expectations, I can easily adjust the prompts to refine the outcome. Look how quickly it generates the image, presenting exactly what I need. This allows me to preview what the artwork will look like in my designed unit, and it's much faster than drawing it myself. For example, I spent several hours on this piece, while the AI generator only took a few seconds. With the AI, all you need is a clear idea and a well-crafted prompt. While AI art generators simplify the preparation of teaching materials for educators, I also raise significant concerns from a creator's perspective. An essential question arises: is AI art truly art, or is it merely a melting pot of existing creative works? The uniqueness, creativity, and skill are essential to art. However, AI art generators are trained on massive datasets of images, which include paintings, illustrations, photographs, and other forms of visual content, each representing the hard work of original creators. As a result, AI-generated art often draws heavily from pre-existing styles and works, blurring the lines of originality. This appropriation raises ethical questions about the value of original creation and the hard work invested by creators. For example, when I used an AI-generated image in my class, despite the created idea being mine, it raised critical questions about ownership. Does this work count as my original creation, or does the involvement of AI change that authorship? The US Copyright Office recently clarified that copyright of AI-generated content requires human creative control, which means that merely providing text prompts or selecting AI outputs doesn't qualify as authorship, as highlighted by the rejected Theatre d'Opera Spatial Case 2023. This principle is exemplified by a ruling on January 30, 2025, regarding a single piece of American cheese, where Ken Kesey secured copyright protection not for the raw AI-generated image, but for his substantial human intervention. Kesey edited the AI output 35 times, adding unique elements like a third eye and melting cheese. When creators actively engage in the selection, coordination, and arrangement of AI-generated material, infusing it with sufficient human creativity, their contributions meet the legal threshold for copyright protection. Thus, AI-generated art may be considered an original creation when copyright is confirmed, but the hard work invested by creators cannot be overlooked. It is a well-established fact that AI-generated art often relies on the reinterpretation of others' works. The ethical implications are significant. It is important to avoid using unauthorized works to train the AI model, as this infringes on the rights of original creators. The question of whether AI art is truly art or merely a melting pot of existing works doesn't have a definitive answer at this moment. It varies based on individual perspectives on authorship, creativity, and the role of technology in art. Each viewpoint brings its own set of values and interpretations, reflecting the complex nature of artistic creation in the digital age. In conclusion, the rise of AI art generators presents a significant impact for both art education and the broader art community, prompting us to reflect on our roles as educators and creators. we must consider whether we use these AI-generated images as an assistance to our creativity or allow them to take a leading role in our artistic processes. While these technologies offer considerable convenience, it is necessary to maintain a balance and respect the original artistry. Thank you for watching.